Alright, it's Sunday, got my bagel, some butter, scallion cream cheese, super stoked about it. And I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna eat it. And then I need to figure out how much money I owe for taxes and get some other work done as well. Got the cold brew, and I put some milk in the bottom of this glass. That's why it looks like that. Nice.
A few moments later.
Alright, so after spending this weekend at home with my parents, I've just done a lot of thinking. I'm not thinking about what I'm going to do, how I want my life to go. I want to make some changes. I don't think I'm really satisfied with how things have been going these past couple weeks and months, and I need to create an extraordinary possibility for my life. Something that blows the top off of this thing, and then it just goes on and on. When will I do that? Right now, in the moment. Can I put aside everything else and just create something right now? How about being savage? Savage, hardworking, diligent, trustful, truthful, honest. And what I'm going to do is, there's always like one or two backwards cards. This one was the star, so I'll just let that one sit out here. And then I want to pick another card of how do I be the person that I was carved out of the universe to be. Where is my place? And we'll shuffle. And I saw this woman online, shout out to Erica for pointing her out to me or showing her to me. I like that when she's shuffling, she just like lets a card fall out. This is too many cards, there's like 5 cards. But, man, I don't know. I think I might just have to pick a card. Pick a few cards. I think I'm gonna go 3 cards. And we'll just say the first card is like the theme, and then the second card is the obstacles. The third card will be the insight that I will need, and then we'll go with the last card is the new, what is like a new world, like what is this new realm, new vision. I think that's more what it is here. I'm trying to see, just like that. I closed my eyes, I let it move. The card that popped out is strength for what is the new vision. Alright, let's go from the beginning here. So, what's the theme? The star. So this is one of the last cards in the Fool's Journey. In this image, there's a woman kind of dancing. I guess she is the star. Like, she's a personified star. She's walking on water. There are fish swimming up in the air, kind of turning things inside out. There's definitely a certain majesty to her. I believe that this card comes after, let's see, I think it's the moon, the sun and the moon, and then the star. And so there's been a big change, and then light comes in, and then night, and then there's something else. There's something twinkling aside the moon. It is the star. I'll have to come back and see what that means. I'm just going to go on my intuition and just like trying to read the cards here. The 9 of Wands is the obstacles that I'll be facing. It does in fact look as if it's like there's like a war, you know, or it looks as if there's someone on a quest. You can see that he's got their little questers underneath, and then his, you know, loyal steed here. It's definitely like a warrior. He's wearing like armor. He's got a wand, and then his, I guess his 8 wandsmen also have wands. But it appears that they're almost like at the edge of a cliff, or they're on top of a turtle's back. So they're on a journey, but they're kind of in wait. So it's possible that what I'm interpreting from this position of the card reading is that it means that the 9 of Wands, the challenge will be being prepared to fight, but not taking the step, not moving forward, not leaping off the cliff, kind of being ready but stuck, powerful but held back, reserved. And so I think the perspective I need to look at is like, in moments when I'm most afraid, in moments when I have the most trepidation, are the moments that I should leap. And then I believe that the insight again here. This was the card position, was the 5 of Wands. I've got this card before, and I mean, just looking at the card, it's like chaos. There's just a million things going on, and you never really, and there's this central character here who is fighting. He's kind of he's not necessarily fighting all the foxes, but he's just like running into them on his way. He's just going so fast, and all of them are just running around, and there's also rabbit in here. Again, I feel like a lot of these cards have to do with strength. Maybe that's just what I'm interpreting them to be, but insight. I'll need to look up what this card means. Is the insight that I'm gaining from this is in the chaos, continue on your mission kind of insight? I'm not sure. I have to think on this one a little bit. And then here we have a really great card for the 4th card, which is the New World. There's a new world of strength, and I guess that's, I maybe let this card a little bit lean on these other, but I don't think I did really. But you know, this just has a woman and a number of different animals, and she's holding the mouth open of this like lion type griffin. I guess it's a griffin because it has horns, and I also believe that it doesn't have wings, but it does have horns. And then there are a number of birds and a couple of cats and a bell. There's smoke coming up from this bird bath here. Maybe that's just the essence of life, the energy. What I'm getting from this is just like walking into the room like a bam. Like imagine if you walked into the castle looking like this. People would not mess with you. No, they would not. It's always a little blurry. I need to start using my nicer camera. I mean, just like, again, like it's more of this proud presence, like present strength, not like force, but presence, like fortitude, is what this card is giving me. And he has got this energy ball here. So I'm also sensing a bit of spirituality inside of this. And the birds kind of speak to me as spirits or guides, as some sort. Some form of, there's some sort of balance between this image. There's this, it's kind of Beauty and the Beast a little bit. There's also these tiny like Siamese cats. There's this big geese. There's some more geese up here, a few more geese, and then there are these 2 little birds right there on the pedestal, or on the fountain. And so I'm also getting this duality of like duality of strength or aggression, I guess masculine, and then also feminine, where it's more reserved, smaller, but still present. Strength in all its capacities, whether it's firm, if it's one-on-one, side by side, if it's in love, strength in power, strength in partnership. That's also what I'm getting a lot here. Alright, I'm going to have a look inside the book, and if you want to grab these beautiful tarot cards, Shadowscapes Tarot, check out the affiliate link that I have in the description. Well, I will read you the meaning of Dar. Regaining hope, faith in the future, inspiration, finding the still and silent place within your being of serenity, tranquility amid trouble, harmony, offering without reservation, sharing and being generous. The harshness of daylight or even moonlight is gone, and there's nothing but the calm and non-judgmental eyes of the star. There is a peace to that, a space to gather up, prepare and uplift the spirit. Let loose doubts and fears to embrace the embrace of the night. The stars have always been symbols of guidance and hope, the light to lead you home. A resilient fish harp symbolize strength, perseverance, courage, and determination of spirit. Their chrysanthemums, commonly representative of longevity, are also symbols of hope. So that's the theme. That's the theme right there. So my challenge, or the obstacle, the 9 of Wands, I was pretty much spot on in a way. There's a little bit of a different take here. So it says vigilance is the watchword for the Nine of Wands. It urges you to keep strength in reserve and to always be prepared for any eventuality. Retain a core of power. Even more importantly, know what the inner strength is, for sometimes we possess an ability to endure through travails that is not evident until put to the test. It is easy, though, to become lax and to lose the edge when the challenge does not rise as quickly or as often as expected. Maintaining that acuity can be the most difficult challenge of all. So yeah, what I'm getting from this, what I was saying before, it's like they're waiting, they're proud, but I realize that this talks about them waiting for an enemy in the darkness, when the sun goes down, them just staying vigilant, right? Staying on top of it, being ready for any eventuality. That'll be my obstacle. All right, so in the Five of Wands, sometimes it seems the world tosses dozens of obstacles in your path. When gathered together, these minor obstructions become an overwhelming wall to overcome. But take heart and let the adrenaline awaken body and mind to rise to the challenge. Answer that challenge not with despair, but with renewed vigor. Appreciate the unknown strengths that are drawn forth when faced with difficulties. This card, like I was saying before, it has all this kind of freeing. And the man is just trying to keep on going, even though it would be easier if he were to just lie down and let the tide of strife wash over and pass. But instead, allow yourself to be woken up by the obstacle, to become more alert, to rise up to your strength. The insight I'm having is that when this great evil might approach, in those moments, I could rise to the challenge with renewed vigor instead of with defeat. Yeah. All right. And the last piece, the new world, the new perspective to look through is strength. Now, I wasn't far off. It's really kind of spot on with my interpretation, but I like this quote here. There are many kinds of strength. There's fierce and bestial power, brute force of tooth and claw, the fierce winged protectiveness called forth by a swan for her young. There is the steady strength of an oak springing from a tiny acorn, but growing into a mighty tree. There's the strength of bamboo, swaying and internalizing forces from around, not break. And with that, I bid you good night.